Yan Hui went to see his teacher Confucius and asked for permission to go on a long trip. Confucius said, "Where are you going?" Yan Hui said, "I am going to the state of Wei." Confucius said, "What are you going there for?" Yan Hui said, "Have we heard that the ruler of Wei is young man acts on his own. He handles state affairs carelessly and doesn't see his own mistakes. He drives his people hard, causing countless deaths. The dead feel the land like weeds in a swamp. The people have nowhere left to go. I once heard you say, leave a well-governed state, go to a state that is badly governed, just like a doctor's door is crowded with sick people. I want to use your teachings to think of a way to help Wei. Maybe I can help it recover." Confucius said, "Alas, if you go there, you'll probably get yourself killed. The Wei cannot be mixed with other things. When you mix things up, you get tangled. When you're retangled, you get worried. When you're re-worried, you can't even save yourself, let alone save a country." In ancient times, the wise men first made themselves steady before trying to help others. Right now, you haven't even cultivated yourself. How can you have time to bring the Wei to a tyrant? Do you know why virtue fails and wisdom shows off? Virtue fails because of the love of fame. Wisdom shows off because of arguing over right and wrong. Fame is what people use to tear each other down. Wisdom is what people use to fight each other. Both are like weapons. Don't take them into the world. Even if a person is truly good and honest, he may not connect with the other side. Even if he doesn't chase fame, he may not be understood. If you try to force talk about goodness and duty in front of a tyrant, it is like using someone else's ugliness to show your own beauty. That is harmful, and whoever harms others will be harmed by others. I am afraid you'll be hurt. Besides, if the ruler of Wei liked good people and hated bad people, why would he need you to change him? If you go there, the only safe thing is to say nothing. If you say anything, he'll catch your words and fight back fast. You'll get dizzy. You'll pretend to be calm. You'll stumble over your words. You'll bow your head. In your heart, you'll end up agreeing with whatever he does. That is like fighting fire with fire. Fighting water with water, it only makes things worse. Once you start going along with him, you'll have to keep going along. If you try to speak deeply without first earning his trust, you'll surely die at his hands. In the past, the tyrant Ji killed Guan Longfang, who dared to speak the truth. The tyrant O killed his own uncle Bacon, who tried to stop him. These good men were moral and kind to the people, but they went against their rulers, so their rulers killed them because of their virtue. That is what comes from loving fame. Emperor Yao attacked the small states of Zhuangzi and Zhuo. King Yu attacked Yahoo. Those three states were turned into rubble, their people wiped out, their rulers killed. Why? Because Yao and you kept fighting for more land and more people. That is what comes from chasing profit. Haven't you heard of these things? Fame and profit, even sages can't get beyond them, let alone you. But still, you must have some plan. Tell me what it is. Yan Hui said. What if I act serious on the outside but keep an open mind on the inside? What if I work hard and stay consistent? Would that work? Confucius said, no, that won't work. The ruler of Wei is violent and his anger shows on his face. No one dares to cross him. He uses fear to crush people as true feelings and opinions, just to feed his own desires. You can't change him even a little bit every day, let alone with big lessons. He'll just stick to his own views and never look back. He might not on the outside, but inside he won't reflect at all. Your idea won't work. Yan Hui said, then how about this? On the inside I stay straight and honest, but on the outside I go long. On the inside I compare myself to the ancient sages. Being straight inside means being like nature. If I am like nature, then the ruler and I are both children of heaven. Why would I need to shout my opinions, hoping people agree or not? People will call me a pure child. That as being like nature, going along on the outside means being like the world, bowing and holding the tablet. That is what a servant does. Everyone does it. Should I dare not do it? If I do what everyone does, no one will blame me. That as being like the world, comparing myself to the ancients inside means being like the past, their words or wise, and speaking the truth about today has always been done. It didn't start with me. If I do that, even if I am blunt, I won't get hurt. That as being like the past, would this work? Confucius said, no, that won't work. Too many things need fixing. Even if you copy others, you'll still mess up. You might be clumsy but not guilty. But even so, that is just barely surviving. It won't change him. You're too stuck on your own ideas. Yan Hui said, I have no better plan. Please teach me, master. Confucius said, fast and cleanse your heart, and I'll tell you. Do you think it as easy to act with a passionate heart? If it were easy, even heaven wouldn't agree. Yan Hui said, I am poor. I haven't drunk wine or eaten spicy food for months. Is that fasting? Confucius said that as the fasting for a ritual, not the fasting of the heart. Yan Hui said, what is the fasting of the heart? Confucius said, clear your mind of all thoughts, focus your spirit. Don't listen with your ears, listen with your heart. Don't listen with your heart, listen with your breath. Ears can only hear sounds. The heart can only connect with things. But your breath is empty and ready to receive. Only the way gathers in emptiness. That emptiness is the fasting of the heart. Yan Hui said, before I heard this, I was sure there was a real Yan Hui. Now that I've heard it, I feel like there never was a Yan Hui. Is this emptiness? Confucius said, you got it. Let me tell you more. If you can go into the noisy, competitive world without being moved by fame or profit, if the ruler listens, then speak. If he doesn't, stop. Don't look for a door in. Don't try to show off, just stay focused and rest in this is how it has to be. That is close to the fasting of the heart. Not walking is easy. Walking without leaving tracks is hard. It is easy to pretend when you're pushed by people. It is hard to pretend when you're pushed by nature. You've heard of flying with wings. You've never heard of flying without wings. You've heard of knowing with wisdom. You've never heard of knowing without wisdom. Look at the open sky. An empty heart stays pure. Nothing else remains. All good things gather in stillness. If you can't stop there, that is called the body sitting, the mind running. If you turn your senses inward and let go of your clever mind, even ghosts and spirits will come to you, let alone people. That is the transformation of all things. That is the secret had by Yu and Shan, the path followed by Fushi and Jiku, and that goes for ordinary people too.